Welcome to High Value Blueprint, where bold ideas meet real talk. Today, we're breaking down a controversial Kevin Samuels moment that's sparking debate across the timeline. Let's unpack it, challenge the narratives, and uncover the real truths behind the conversation.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm okay. How old are you?
I am 29.
29. And your name is Naughty?
Yeah, Nikki Nubian. Naughty, because I'm naughty.
Okay, I got it. That's why I was like, before I ask, let me figure out. So what do you got for me? We all over the place tonight. So
We are. I've been sitting with you from the start. I do want to start by saying, and I feel you, my mind is everywhere as well, because there's been a lot of interesting conversations. I do want to start off saying that I am with you when it comes to domestic abuse and of false accusations and all of that stuff. And I definitely agree. If you can't come with the facts, then please save all of that. Another thing that I wanted to touch on was I kind of forgot. Now that I'm here, another thing that I did want to touch on with the last conversation was, well, not the last one, but the one before that,
okay.
was
The mother?
well, there was a couple of mothers actually,
Right.
but there was one. We did touch on the fact that yes, you can definitely raise your kid, but facts is facts. People raise their kids differently. You know, it's different touches of things like that. So you don't really know who your kid is going to date. You know, people actually
Yeah,
present.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I think sorry.
No, you're fine.
Once your kid is outside dealing with a woman,
Mm-hmm.
it can happen. It could
Exactly.
happen.
Exactly.
So I asked the original question: are modern women dating out of fear or laziness?
I think a lot of people are really dating out of fear. I think it's actually both. I'm really 50-50. And the reason why I say both is because fear, one, people are hurt of, you know, from trust and stuff like that. But I think it's also laziness because a lot of people don't want to put in that work.
Are you saying people? Are you saying men or women?
I'm
Which one?
thinking, well, I can only speak for women. I think women don't want to kind of put in that work, honestly. Like, we can sit here and look cute all day, but if you can't present nothing and, you know, offer anything to the
How many?
table, then
How many men? If you had to guess,
yeah.
how many men could the average woman date before it starts to affect her mentally?
Mm. If they're in the dating scene, I'll probably say, I'm really just gonna really throw out a number. I'm gonna probably say five. If it doesn't work out, then they should start probably questioning.
I'm talking about mental. So basically, I don't
Mm,
think women are. In my opinion, women really aren't structured to be dating.
yeah,
Dating damages the average women. You're not supposed to do. Dating is new.
yeah.
So at what point should women start to recognize if I've dated more than so many people, I've got mental issues?
Like how many guys?
Yeah.
I think they should. I think they should really start with. I'm gonna say maybe two to really start to figure out if it's
Now
something
you
that they
understand.
really
Now you
want.
understand. No. What I'm trying. I'm not trying to. What I'm trying to say is the
Mm,
average woman in this country. If you
yeah.
say you start dating at age 16,
Mm,
that's age of high school sweetheart. Okay. Then you have one or two boyfriends in your college years. All right. Most women would have been married by that time,
mm,
70, 80 years ago. Women didn't get a chance to date 30 guys, have sex with 40 guys.
mm.
At what point should the average woman say, I've had one boyfriend, two boyfriend, three boyfriend, 1, 2, 3 dates. I've been out with 7 different men I would call relationships, 3 months or longer. Because the women are going into because what you said is women are going into the marketplace fearful because of traumas. Well, then you got to address that.
Right.
And how many before that happens? How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop? I think probably 3. I think 3 relationships before y'all are all mentally warped.
And I definitely agree. And the reason why I agree is because it really takes those type of conversations, the right conversations, one, to really figure out if it's something that you want to do, one, to put yourself out there, but then two, what do you need to do as an individual to see if you really want to do this before.
Do what?
If you really want to date, like if you have something to offer. I feel
unless you're making 2.5, unless you're making enough money, it ain't really a requirement. I don't think. See, I guess I'm gonna disconnect with you on this because I don't think women have an option to date.
Yeah.
And in the black community, 74% of black women make less than $50,000. You can't live on 50 grand.
That's true.
9% of black women make over $75,000. So all this, I don't know what I have to offer, whatever. Then how you gonna live?
That is true. So can I ask you a question? My question is, I have to ask you this question, even though you're asking us. I probably did miss like the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but my question is, do you feel like we are dating out of fearful or laziness?
Both. I think women are dating out of fear. I think women date out of fear because when you talk to the average woman, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to pick wrong. I don't want this. I don't want that. And
right.
Why are you going into dating is not supposed to be a fear-based thing. You're not supposed to walk into relationships and dating worried about the worst.
Yes.
And if you're coming into it worried about the worst, you need a mental evaluation. And if you're worried about the worst based upon your lived experiences, you need a mental clearing. My grandmother and my women shouldn't, and the problem is women have too many bodies, whether that's sex partners or whether that's emotional partners. You guys are dealing with too many men. Social media is allowing women to basically, if you think of men as food, women are obese because you have too much contact. We're supposed to live in towns of 5,000 is the largest human settlement. We're supposed to live really in roughly 500 people, 250 men and women, males and females. You're not supposed to date this many people. You're supposed to find somebody, marry them, be on. We're not supposed to live in cities of 1 million and be disconnected, living in little boxes. So now, how many women are getting to know this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy? I like this guy. It didn't work. Trauma. Then I'm going to take this trauma to this guy, and it didn't work. Double trauma. Then I'm going to find this guy, triple trauma. And I haven't got any of this worked out. When you should have just end up being married to the guy you had sex with the first time and been off the grid. That's y'all. Bottom line, ladies, you're not built to date. You're not built for multiple men.
And the reason why I agree with you is because we do try to, like you said, it's taste testing. You know, I'm not saying like sexually, but I'm just saying like if we getting to know these guys, you know, and one, I feel like that's time wasted. You know, when you're getting to know these people and then having these conversations, and the conversations can be so weak as far as what you're doing every single day when you're a working woman. And
see, the thing is, you shouldn't even get to know a guy. If you go out with a man, you should be interviewing for what you can do to be his wife. Y'all shouldn't be getting to know nobody. Y'all should really be to the point to where, hello, I clicked hello. How are you? Y'all should be getting to the. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. See.
She's 29, huh? No. She looks older. You can tell from her demeanor, her tone, and her outlook on relationships that she's been around the block a few times. Mid to late 30s energy all day. And listen, this is exactly what I keep saying. A lot of women age in experience faster than they do in maturity. You said it best. Women are afraid of being alone, but not afraid of being with the wrong man. That right there is the truth. See, men and women fear different things. Women fear loneliness, men fear liability. We're not the same. A woman will stay in a toxic relationship knowing it's going nowhere because she doesn't want to face herself. Because facing herself means accountability, and that's the hardest mirror to look into. She'll convince herself that the wrong man is better than no man, and then when it falls apart, it's his fault. Every time. But men, we'd rather be alone than deal with chaos. A man will choose peace over companionship any day. That's the difference. Men are built to be alone if we have to be. Women are social by nature, so solitude feels like punishment to them. And here's the irony. The same women who say, "I don't need a man," are the same ones crying themselves to sleep because the phone doesn't ring anymore. You can hear it in their tone, that shaky confidence, that performative independence. It's not real. It's survival. Now, she said she's not a consolation prize, right? Ma'am, if you have to say that, you already know the answer. Nobody who's truly a prize has to announce it. When you're valuable, it's obvious. When you're not, you overcompensate with attitude, ego, and delusion. At 29, she should be entering her feminine prime, balanced, aware, emotionally intelligent. Instead, she's projecting an energy that says, "I'm running out of time, but I'm not ready to admit it." And that's why men back away. Men see that insecurity. We see that ticking clock panic. And no man with options is signing up to be someone's emotional retirement plan. She said she's afraid of being alone? Good. Maybe that fear will force her to start valuing the right things. But the truth is, women like her are terrified of silence because silence makes them think. And when they think, they realize how many wrong turns they've taken. And the saddest part? When they finally want to fix it, time already did its job. The pool of quality men shrinks, and the only ones showing interest are the very men they once looked down on. Then comes the excuses, the men are trash talk, the endless circle of blame. Nah, what she's facing isn't rejection, it's reality. She's not being punished, she's being reintroduced to the consequences of her choices. Let me say this for the record. Men are not afraid of being alone. Men who build, focus, and grow actually prefer solitude until something worthy disrupts it. We value peace. We value logic. But women like her, they confuse attention with affection and validation with love. They don't realize that anyone can get attention, but only a few have the discipline to become valuable enough to deserve real commitment. She's not the consolation prize, but she's also not the championship trophy she thinks she is. And until she learns to operate with self-awareness instead of ego, she's going to keep spinning in circles, chasing the idea of love while running from the truth of herself. That's the real tragedy. Because it's not that men don't want her, it's that she doesn't even understand what men want. And that, right there, is why so many end up alone. Not because there's no love left, but because delusion left no room for growth.